YT. It's Anthony underscore YT here. With my Russia avatar, of course. Russia. Look at Russia. Anyway, yeah. Today we're gonna be showcasing my tanks from my least favorite to my favorite in Build-A-Boat. I have like a few tanks. Alright, so first, if we load in this save slot called Modern Weapons, we have a missile launcher. And this is one of my first decent tanks. It's a troop carrier. It's like those tanks, like those infantry tanks. It's like a combat recon tank. This is one I did not figure out cannon spam. But as you can see here, I did put guns. Yes. And the grenade. And the inside is really bland, you know. Since it's a troop carrier, you know, it's literally just grenades, a turret. Yeah, nothing much. This was my least favorite because it's honestly just bland. Alright. But the mobility is literally insane on this. Here, let me show you the mobility on this. Like, the torque isn't even changed. The torque. Like, bro, this has really good mobility. And we'll be testing on this woman. Oh wait, I forgot. This one is button. Oh yeah, I forgot I kept my Roblox sound off. Anyone else remember that sound? Anyways, really good mobility, but not really good design. So my next one would be, if we load in this one called Simply Transport Helicopter. This is one of my most recent builds. And again, this tank, this is an M113 reconnaissance vehicle. You can even fit into helicopter. But it has decent mobility. Like, decent mobility. But there's two things I hate. One, oh wait, never mind, the tracks are actually really good. But, actually, no, the tracks look really strange when moving. And two, I try to be really realistic with this tank. And basically just gave it a machine gun. Anyways, really good mobility on this one. But I think I did change the torque. No, I actually didn't. Good for me. Yeah, POG mobility. Brum, brum. Alright, so my next one would be a surprise. Most people don't think of Polish tanks that much, but I did some research and played some World of Tanks, and I discovered what a 60 TP is. It even has a bazooka fit inside. This is my second most recent tank. But the thing I don't like about this tank is that it has really bad ladders. I mean, dislike, because this thing's actually really good. And that I didn't use a hatch for it. Of course, I want to fix it. And that if you're and the front is really lightly armored. So if you hit from the front, there's already explosive here. So if you hit the explosive, it's basically just a field crit. But the armor anywhere else is pretty much unstoppable, and even the tracks are protected. I mean, layered. Oh, look, it's the woman. And this tank has a shell this time. This is actually a tank with shells. Come on, woman. But I definitely did change the torque because of the the protection. Alright, yeah, but my aim sucks. So this woman lives another day, I think. Actually, no, we can do this to the woman. There, we just overrun them. Wasn't it like a T-34 tactic used in World War II? Where the T-34 didn't have any ammo sometimes, and then, like, all they had to do was just slam into the anti-tank. Credit the simple history for teaching me that. So yeah, this is historically accurate. Now we get to the good section. The Canadian Leopard. Of course I know the name, it's the Leopard 2AC or something, but the reason I call it the Canadian Leopard is because I think I screwed up the AC and the 2. As you can see, there is ladders on the back, which is really, really good. And I actually considered the crew on this one. So as you can see, on the back is the commander, and you can see small guns. And there's like grenades, and I'll show you the gunners in a bit. But I don't even give a crap about the reloader. Oh, now I can run over it. Yeah, the Leopard. Yeah, the Leopard. And the thing I really like is the only thing I don't like about this is it's double barreled, and it's double barreled. But that's on me, because this tank actually isn't double barreled in real life. But if you can see that, usually someone's meant to sit there, and they're the gunners. So what the gunner is meant to do is, shoot, I can't reach that. Yeah, and this is actually a modern tank. Yeah, it actually has like the characteristics of a machine gun. And this is probably my most armored tank yet. I mean, like, look, like that's a lot of armor, and especially on the back. Not gonna lie, great mobility, great armor, great turret, and great everything. Just the double barrels bums me out. And I even put ladders on the inside. I just really hate that usually there's not enough crew, so that really bums me out. Oh yeah, and the double barrel. Alright, now we're getting to the top 2. Yeah. Alright, time for something from Great Britain. Also, the reason I call this save airborne assault is because there's a helicopter that you could carry this with, and you could even carry the tank. The reason this is higher than the list than the Leopard, like, I'm a fellow Canadian myself. So, yeah, the reason this is higher on the list is one, this is the first tank ever created in history that went into combat. 2, it has missiles on the side, which are really good. Like, one time I decided to do a battle with one of my friends who actually has a KV-2. And just one missile was able to destroy his tracks. But I admit he makes better tanks than me. Just the wheel torque is really annoying. What if I actually turned that down? I just put it at midway. Okay, now it's better, but then it doesn't turn. So yeah, it's just a really strange tank to deal with, and yeah, sometimes you might accidentally misclick. But this is how the missiles are meant to work. You see, bam. There's actually a small button on the inside. And it pretty much eliminates that. Yeah, cool. Alright guys, I'm gonna AFK for a sec. Alright guys, sorry. Yeah, so basically this has really bad armor on the rear and the sides, but nevertheless, I really like designing the curves. I mean, that's the first time I've ever used curves. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Okay, so last tank, we have the. I'm so biased for this, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so biased. I'm literally so biased for this, but I'm so biased. I'm sorry, guys. I just had to. It's the T-34. I mean, the bomber's also pretty good. I also like the bomber. I mean, the bomber's like my air ace, basically. And this is actually the first gun I've ever built that required kick. It's an M16. It's meant to parachute from the bomber. That's why it has a small parachute on the back. If I remember correctly, yeah, that's where it is, I think. Yeah. But it only has 2 cannons attached to it. But just T-34. Okay, I'm gonna prove I'm not biased. There's so much side plating. Like, this is the first time I successfully used side plating on a large notice. Like, on the rear, on the sides. I mean, the diagonal plating, yeah. And then the front. And for this part of the front, no. I wanted to make it stand out more, so I just did that. And especially the extra field tanks. I really like those. And heck, we even have a machine gun on the front. Of course, I have made very old T-34s before, and guess what? That small iron block is the final remaining structure. But they were very bad T-34s. Alright, yeah, there's even, cannons on the front and a small machine gun. Let me show you how it works on the inside, alright? Alright, okay. Good. So, there's meant to be only a crew of 2. Yep. Heck, I've even made this before the Leopard. Alright, so torque. Put it at halfway since I don't want it to be too fast. But again, we have wheel plating, so it's not completely my fault. I mean, protection, yeah. Wheel protection, yep. And it shoots really well. I think I put like 30 cannons here. Oh shoot, I missed. Yeah, the turret, it's too thick for me. No, their air reconnaissance is too good for me, no. Anyways, this is how the machine gun works. It's about like 5 rounds. Anyways, I know I'm really biased for this last one, but trust me, at least I have my reasons. Besides, it's my favorite tank. All right, guys. Oh wait, did I say this is the T-34? This is actually a Type T-34. Because I discovered the T-34-85, their field canisters aren't even. Like, one of them is half length. Anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Oh wait, let me just machine gun this woman down to. Yeah, that's also annoying. The machine gun, it just bums me out because if you double click it, like, you're pretty screwed. Uh-oh, I missed. you actually have to idle with the machine gun at this point. This machine gun's impossible to use. Oh yeah, and the machine gun also has some twists and turns to it. Come on, please, machine gun, work. Okay, at least it got to fling her to her death. Yeah, I should get out of here before she figured out so isolation. Anyways, guys, yeah. Oh wait, I forgot to mention the armor. Yeah, so the reason this is like tiny is because I considered armor, and there's like a decent amount of front armor. At least you have to penetrate at least 2 layers of side armor, and the back is literally just one big metal blob. All right, guys. See ya. Lol.